salt and sugar in a bowl. Then add butter and shortening or margarine. Mix well. Apply the cut-in method of mixing using a pastry blender. But if you do not have a pastry blender, you can make use of 2 knives. Cut in until the mixture forms coarse meal. Then, add the cold water little by little. And mix well with a fork. Form it into a ball. Remember that it should be less handle. Once you make one big ball, you will now divide it into 2. Make one portion larger than the other one. Set aside. Flatten the first dough using a rolling pin. Once it's already flattened, we are going to transfer it on a pie plate using the roll-out method. Make sure that there is an excess part of the pie dough on the pie plate. Flatten it well on the pie plate. Once it's already flattened, break the bottom part of the pie dough to prevent ballooning while baking. Form a flute design using a point finger to create a design on the edge part of the buko pie. Bake it for 10 minutes. Combine coconut water, cornstarch, and sugar. Mix it well. Then stir it until it brings to boil and thicken. Once it's already thickened, add the shredded buko and the vanilla. Stir constantly for 3 to 5 minutes now. Okay, once it's already thickened and formed like a paste, you will now cool it by air and then fill it in the pre-baked bottom crust of the buko pie. Then, we will now flatten the remaining half of the buko pie dough. Using a rolling pin, flatten it and roll it out on top of the pie plate with fillings. And then, fold the edges part of the excess buko pie dough. And then again form it a flute using a point finger to create a good edge design of the top part of the buko pie. Then prick it using the fork to prevent the top crust from forming a balloon while baking. And brush it with an egg wash to give a shiny effect on the top part of the buko pie after it is baked. Bake it for 20 to 30 minutes until it turns brown for 140 to 150 degrees Celsius. Wow, we'll have now a baked buko pie on a plain top crust. We'll now proceed on baking a buko pie applying a lattice top crust. So we will flatten the buko pie dough and cut it using a pie cutter approximately 1/2 inch each. And then after that, we will lay it flat on the top part of the buko pie, one at a time from the center and then side by side. Then creating a weaved design. Again from the center, we will add the remaining cut 1/2 buko pie dough from the center on a weaved design. Brush it with a egg wash on top and bake it again in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes at 140 to 150 degrees Celsius. Wow, we have now a baked buko pie. Congratulations!